Hi guys, it's Dan here in the morning. Just posted some flyers around the West Village. Today I want to show you where Jackson Pollock lived. He had the top floor in this building over here in on Carmine Street, 46 Carmine Street. Let me turn this camera around. Alright, a lot of famous rock and rollers walk these streets. And Pollock lived right up here. I could just imagine him walking down the street. He did a lot of his drippings in this apartment. As you can see, a lot of these places are going out of business. I think New York City is going out of business. These are nice Carmine Street guitars. Kind of a famous little music shop here. And here you have it. Here you have it. Now people debate. He lived up here on this top floor. People always debate whether this is the original door that he used. Isn't that cool? I think it is the original door that Pollock actually went in. There's a lot of history. Let me move out of across the street. Well, these people moving fast. There's a lot of history in this building. Used to be kind of like a, oh, I don't want to say, you guys could look it up. Kind of like a, it was a bad place. There was a lot of crime in this building. And how you doing? And this place at the bottom here used to be a kind of an art store where this lady, she sold like little trinkets and artists in the neighborhood. I painted this place. I painted the floors and the walls. I did some wall repair. And while I was doing that, the guy from upstairs in this building, his name was Tom, he come down and asked me if I could come up and give him an estimate on painting his like little loft. And I went up there and I knew right away that was Pollock's apartment. It's been totally renovated, but the floors are still the same in the building. He wanted me to give him the estimate on refinishing this door too, but I didn't really want to do it because a lot of history. There's a lot of history behind this door. If this is the actual door that Pollock used to come in here, and this is the place that I painted. It's directly downstairs. It's exactly as I remember it. I don't know if you can see in there. There's not a lot of foot traffic on this block, so I'm not sure if anything will actually work over here. Oh, this place is new. The cleaners, I haven't seen this place. I don't think anybody goes in here. That's St. Anthony's School over there. That's a church. There's a school in the background, in the corner of Bleecker and Carmine. A lot of famous actors went to that school over there. It's across the street. And can you imagine all the beatniks that used to walk in this neighborhood? And let's just take you through a little bit. This place here, Jack's wife, Freda. It's kind of like a trendy coffee shop. They have a few of these, I think around like Soho and West Village. They do make really good coffee in there. Kind of expensive, but it's really good. It's worth it. We got a little tap room over here. Spirits of Carmine. 45 Carmine. There was a restaurant over here that my father knew the owner, and he actually worked for this other restaurant of this guy's called Bella on Thompson Street. Alright, so let's take you up Bedford Street. Bedford Street is like a quiet little street here in the West Village. Really never anybody walking down the street here. Yeah, like a little neighborhood bars. But they're really fancy little places. Out of the way little spots that nobody really knows about. A lot of famous people if you go in that direction. I used to know this one cat. His name was Willoughby Jones. I'll never forget him. He was an old black dude. He was a jazz guy on Morton Street, which is Morton Street. Is this Morton? No, this is Downing. Morton Street is that way. And he had a place really nice on Morton Street. One of the nicest blocks in the city. And there was a cat, a guitar player, lived a couple buildings down that Willoughby Jones knew. Let's get away from here. And his name was Winters, Edgar Winters, guitar player. He lived on Morton Street for a while. And Willoughby Jones ran into that cat once in a while. He was telling me stories, showing me pictures of them together. He had a really hot girlfriend too, Willoughby Jones. Whoa. Anyway, we're cruising up here. Yeah, quiet this little area is in the middle of the city. There's somebody's house. I was just out here posting flyers. Figured I'd show you where Pollock lived. Go up here to 6th Avenue. Alright, this is 6th Avenue. So we were pretty much on that block, but secluded from the rest of the city. And now you come here to dirty New York. Let me turn this around. Alright guys, kind of sunny out here. Alright guys, so I'm going to end it here. Continue my journey, posting flyers throughout Soho and the Lower East Side, and you know, see what I could find. All right guys, I'll talk to you later.